you already know what it is, and you already know where you have reached the #1 collaborative professional wrestling podcast anywhere on this planet, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a blessing to be with you guys today on another Monday, 6:05, or actually 6:10 today, Eastern Standard Time. The one and only Conrad Cushman to my immediate left, your immediate right, is in the building. My name is Sean Hubbard. He is the one and only Clash of the Podcast co-host, representing everything pro wrestling. I'm your other Clash of the Podcast host, representing Hubbard Wrestling Weekly. And collaboratively, we are here to bring you the very best in professional wrestling, both in WWE and other organizations. You know, we got a lot to talk about tonight, man. Really fired up, man. Really, really fired up. Man, people being irresponsible out here, Conrad. But we're about to talk about all that and a lot more. So with that being said, give y'all a little bit of sauce tonight, man. With that being said, 4 words, 1 catchphrase. Conrad, drop that thing.
Welcome, everybody, to Clash of the Podcast. It's Monday. It's 6:05. You know where you should be. It's a little after 6:05, but that's on me. Brother Kush I had to run. Listen, it is hot in Buffalo. I'm sweating. If you guys can't see it in the full HD, Brother Kush is sweating today. We're in the studio, though. We're ready to talk some pro wrestling. I don't know how long this one's going to go. It's not like a super busy week, but there's some important topics to talk about, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, man, no question. I mean, look, you were not really late, man. You were ready to rock and roll. I was ready to rock and roll. You know what I'm saying? You just had to step away from the camera for 2 seconds. Listen, man, the bottom line is we're here. The chat is here. Let's get busy, man.
Let's start off, man, with who's in the chat. Terrell, first one in here, man. What's going on, Terrell?
T3Z.
Terrell, we're going to get into all this. I don't even want to talk about. I'll get angry, brother. I'll get angry, Terrell. But I appreciate you. Please look out for each other because the situation could get worse moving forward. That's not to scare any of you. Be prepared. Be alert. Thank you, Terrell, for the warning. Clown
130 for Tweezy in the building. He says, "Good afternoon, everyone." F the Missouri State Athletic Commission. I'm not sure why Clown 13420 is saying.
I believe they took someone off of a indie card because of their visa status.
Oh my, okay.
What are we doing in 2025 with athletic commissions for pro wrestling, fam? I get being safe. I get having a rule like you must have an ambulance there. I get those. Why are you worried about people's like statuses for stuff though? If that's true, you know?
100.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Sir Quills is in the house. He says, Conrad, Sean, chat, what up? Your boy Sir Quills is back to enjoy my 2 favorite bros, CJ and Hubs, for episode 147 of the best wrestling podcast out today, Clash of the By God podcast.
Appreciate you, Quilly.
Quills, much love, brother. Thank you. Oh, Joel, my guy Joel, coming in with a $1 super chat. Thank you, good sir. We always
Joel's been
appreciate
giving me some 411 about a lot of good boxing stuff coming up, man. I'm really fired up. It's going to be a crazy, crazy summer in the best possible way, man.
Yeah. Hopefully they start lighting stuff up. Vinny.
The only Vinny we like in the building. We appreciate you. Vinny says, happy Monday, coming off a great birthday Saturday with my girl. And I saw the pictures of you and your girl, man. You know what I'm saying? You look very happy and content, man. God bless you. With my girl and a fun playoff run in flag football despite losing 7-0 in the championship game. God bless y'all. God bless you too, my man.
Yeah, all good, man. Scoring a safety.
Listen, he goes on to say we won our first round game 2-0 by only scoring a safety, and then 14-9 in the semis with the late game-winning drive. Defense carried us to the championship game. Listen, man, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you get all the way to the doorstep, you don't get a chance to walk in, but that just makes you hungrier for the next time.
Yeah. Thunder, we've been talking about basketball. We might as well end our little basketball talk, right? Thunder gets the dub, man. I told everyone yesterday. That was my pick. I think OKC's got it. I felt bad for how it happened, but you can't let your foot off the gas when that happens.
I've said it before and I'll say it again. I did not want to see Indiana win a championship as a New York Knicks fan. That would have made me sick. That being said, though, I clearly have a lot of respect. I don't have to like you to respect you. I don't like Reggie Miller. I respect him. I don't like Tyrese Halliburton, but I respect him, and I wish him a speedy recovery. Man, the NBA is going to be crazy next year. No Dame Dollar, no Jason Tatum, and now no Tyrese Halliburton. Wow.
Is Dame injured?
Dame is out for next year, too. He has a torn ACL.
Oh, man. Those injuries have been creeping up, man. It's been crushing the NBA. Matt Lopez says, hello. Good evening, everyone.
I'm lazy for Sheezy.
Thank you. Hope you had a good weekend. Let's kick this week off with the two aces in our community. Happy belated Juneteenth, everyone. Stay warm.
Thank you. I
Appreciate you. Apparently, you show concern about wrestlers and safety and get called an AEW show. I'm over it, man. I don't care nothing about none of that talk. McKinney's in the house. He said, I'm here to talk wrestle with the Fire live chat. My two favorite homies from the East Coast clash of the podcast. And to let y'all know that an orange is the only fruit that tells you its color.
Ooh, I like that.
He goes on to say, I was at SmackDown for my final show, and I was not disappointed. That Pipe Bomb 2.0 may have been recycled. Oh, how it burns. Cena and CM Punk always bringing the best out of each other.
That's a fizz act.
Doug says, another Monday, another clash. Conrad, Sean, teach me. Sean proceeds to Dougie. He's teaching Doug how to Dougie.
Shout out to Doug, man.
Yes. Blueberries are blue on the outside. He was trying there.
Yeah, but I mean, listen, I got to comment on that. Big shout out to that comment right there about the blueberries, but they're called blueberries. Like an orange, I got to give it to McKinney on that. An orange is just an orange. Like an orange, the name of an orange is orange. It's not orange fruit, orange berry, orange surprise. It's called an orange. Oh, there we go. There we go.
He was trying. Vinny's going to be at Raw tonight. It's in his home turf.
Make sure you give me the 4 letters, one word. Ugh.
Gabe in the house. What's good, Gabe? We're feeling, brother.
Okay.
We're feeling. I'm looking to see. E says, like the vid. Shout out to E, man. Appreciate you.
Rolling down the street. 6'4".
Jocking.
Hey, Conrad, take it easy, Playboy. It's my job to be incorrect on here, man.
He put your link up in there. Nightbot's got you guys covered if you want that, man. Hey, join the Discord too, man. Like I said, Discord's been on fire lately. I'm not gonna front. Me and Matt Lopez been holding you down. Joshi News, TJPW News, like we got it in there, man. Come talk with us. Let me see there. MJB in the place to be. Yo, it's the bad guys.
You know
Deanna's here. Hubs, you're always saucy on your intro.
I appreciate you.
E killing me, bro. Noob says hello, everyone. What's good, Noob? Appreciate you, family. BJ is here as well. Happy Monday, y'all.
What up, Beach?
Shout out to Beach, man. BJ gave me the inspiration to start doing them shorts, man. He sent me a couple. I was like, I need to get back on my grind here and do these. So I'm trying to add them in. Check me and Sean's like TikToks, YouTube Shorts pages. I'm sure we'll have stuff up in there for you guys to check out. T Ferg says, what's good, gents? Congrats to OKC. Not a fan of Halliburton, but sending prayers his way. Hey, I feel you. BJ said, it's getting hot in her.
So hot.
That was my jam back in the day, man. That was my jam. I have a good story, but that one's got to be for off air. That'll be EPW After Dark. James, Pro Wrestler Shoot. Yeah, I'm not. What happened in Missouri? I missed what Conrad said. I believe someone got pulled off of an independent show because it's their visa status. I forget. Brett Lauderdale put it up for GCW, I believe. Yeah, people are giving their weather updates. Miracle, I'm just trying to catch everyone who haven't seen yet. Miracle, appreciate you. Ray Thompson, what's good, Ray? Happy Monday. Hope everyone had a great weekend. I did.
Ray, always a blessing to see you and your family on Facebook, man.
MJB's got a question for us. Did you guys find wrestling cool when it was premeditated or spontaneous? By the way, I don't know if anyone's seen. No, I have not seen his recent TikToks or anything. But did you find wrestling cool when it was when it's premeditated or spontaneous?
You know the answer to that. Spontaneous, man. I want to actually be surprised, bro.
Sometimes it's okay. Well, once you've been watching as long as us, I mean, I do acknowledge it's harder to surprise us. Like, it's harder to please.
Did someone say?
I
was about to do it. Oh, God.
30 minutes later.
Mm-hmm. From Pensacola, Florida.
Here we go. Clown put it in here. Yamashita had a work visa and passport, but she didn't have a social security number. That's what it was. So she had all that stuff, visa, passport, don't have a social security number. The commission wouldn't let her work that night. What are we doing, bro? What are we doing? Matt says, hope everyone stays hydrated. That's a fact, man. What is this? You change your values more than I change my t-shirt. Cena cooked with that one. Woo.
Gangster.
Yeah. And hold on, and on Miracles here. He said, I like that happy medium with my wrestling. I don't mind if it's spontaneous or obvious. Yeah, like I'm kind of with Miracle. Like, you could be spontaneous, but I don't want Vince Russo spontaneous either, where it's like, swerve for a swerve. You were just in this tag match beating them up.
But shout out to my guy Derek. I see you, bro.
What up, D? All right, man. Let's get into this. Once again, WWE's got some shows coming up. You got Super Showdown in Mexico. I believe that's July 26th and 27th. Clash in Paris is happening August 31st. So yeah, make sure you guys enjoy that. I guess we're gonna kick things off here. Let's start with Night of Champions happening in Saudi Arabia, Saturday, June 28th. This upcoming Saturday, I believe it's at 1 p.m. Before we get into the card, though, Sean, chat, my friends, people who I enjoy talking wrestling with, we have a serious conversation about this. This one may be on the edge a little bit, so I'm warning people now. If you can't have this conversation with us, step out the room. Come back in a little bit, but we're about to have this conversation because it's needed. I'm going to try and take it from the top.
Yes, it is that hot. It is that hot, bro. The AC is not kicked in yet. I just walked in the door. It is that hot. Go ahead, brother.
Brother, when I'm recording, I can't even turn on the AC. I got a window right here, but I don't want all that light to like hit my face, so I can't even have it right next to me.
Yeah, that's why I just poured water on my head, bro. It is that hot. But please continue.
This conversation's about to get hot too, though. Yeah. Oh, all right, Sean, how do we explain this? Should we talk about what happened first? Because the first part has nothing to do with wrestling, I guess.
Well, the news is what makes the story relevant. So yeah.
Do you remember the days? I don't have the exact days of when the stuff happened, but
I mean, it's relatively recent. I don't have the days down to a science, but we know.
Basically, the president of the United States, names will not be mentioned. You can go look up who it is. I'm sure you guys know. He decided to launch an attack on Iran. Whatever his reasons are, you can go look it up. I'm not getting into any of that right now.
Y'all are so lucky that I'm not. Matter of fact, I'm gonna say Conrad's lucky too that I'm not. That I have respect for our show and our platform, because I would unload about that subject, but I'm gonna stay quiet, bro.
That has had Iran respond back by saying, basically, watch yourselves. Like, okay, I see what you did. Watch yourselves. I don't know. Yeah. So we're doing a show in Saudi Arabia, right? WWE, they're doing a show in Saudi Arabia. That is close to Iran. If they wanted to do something, you're right over there in their territory. Something could happen. I don't know what the relationship status is of international countries and what's happening with that. Should I know better? Maybe. But I also know from having a security background as well, you don't take risks that you don't need to take in certain situations. Why? Why would you take that risk?
If there is a lion in the cage and you have a key to that cage, why would you use that key to open that cage?
Jesse, what's good, my brother? Welcome.
Well,
Pro Wrestling Shoot live on Tuesdays. Make sure you check them out. So we've gotten through the political stuff, right? That's all.
Well, first of all, at least acknowledge my analogy. God, you're just being rude.
No. That's not why I'm saying. I have to be very careful, Sean.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
But your analogy with the lion, it makes sense, bro. It makes sense in this scenario. Like, what are we doing at this point to you have to protect people, right? You tell me if I'm crazy in my thinking. I would go out of my way to protect people than to deal with this mess, because none of these people asked for this.
If there is a 1% chance, if there is a less than 1% chance, and yes, there is less than 1%, because it could be 0.09, it could be 0.8, 0.7, 0.6, 0.5. If there is any chance that someone could get hurt or unalived because of a wrestling show being in a certain location, the show should be immediately canceled.
Thank you for using that YouTube terminology as well.
You're very welcome.
I mean it. So yes. And I'm trying to answer people as well. Deanna, I'm going to put a number in there. And that's what I just saw on a TV show. You guys can see it pop up for how much it would cost them to pull out of this. Contracts are real to people. So going to this, the Spectator Index put up breaking. Iranian state television states that every American citizen or military personnel in the region is now a target. They told you are a target. Don't play with us. WWE's in Saudi Arabia next week, by the way, John Alba put up. And they're doing SmackDown from there. So that's 2 shows. That's more than enough time for something to happen. Why would we be so arrogant? Why would you be so arrogant to think nothing's going to happen? Something could happen.
Decision makers. All right, let's get real, man. Let's get real. I've talked about the decision makers in World Wrestling Entertainment for many months, years at this point. It's always been about the mighty dollar. It's always been about the preservation of what they feel is a proper way to go about business, right? So when you think about the percentages, and nobody truly knows the percentages, whether it is 1%, whether it's 10%, whether it's, God forbid, 50% chance that someone could get injured or unalived in this environment. WWE is always going to go with the other side of that percentage. If you say there's a 10% chance something bad could happen, they're going to say, well, there's a 90% chance that it's not. If you say there's a 75% chance something bad might happen, WWE is going to say, but there's a 75% chance that it's not. If you say there's a 50% chance or 51% chance that something bad might happen, they're going to say, well, there's a 49% chance that it's not. So at the end of the day, whether it's, and I'm going to call a name, right? I'm going to call a name because there's no sense in just, we're not doing anything wrong by mentioning names. If Vince McMahon is secretly pulling the strings, we've all speculated about whether or not he's still in control. We don't know. Even though the answer is probably not, we don't know. So if it's Vince McMahon, if it's Paul Levesque, if it's the Khan family or whoever it may be, they are going with the percentages that something will not happen. And they are being arrogant and, quite frankly, blazingly, what's the word I'm looking for? Irresponsible
I would say flip it.
Right, going that route. So again, just to leave you guys with this point, Conrad and chat, what WWE, and obviously I vividly disagree with their stance, but what they're doing essentially is saying whatever percentage you could come up with that something bad might happen, we are going to go with the opposite of that and say that's the percentage of something will not happen. And they're going to roll with that, and they're going to roll those dice, and they don't care. And that's the bottom line. And if I were a employee of World Wrestling Entertainment, I would be very fearful for my well-being. If I were a family member of a person in WWE, I'd be fearful for my family member's well-being. And that's the bottom line.
Right. Ant will stop. What's good, bro? Appreciate you. ESW Shockwave, I see you. He said, I hope everyone who wants this event to be canceled does not watch it. You listen, there's a bunch of people in this chat that I speak to on a personal level. I know that they're not going to watch it anyway, even before this. But I wanted to address the seriousness that's behind this. From like a security standpoint, this is irresponsible. Like, I don't want nothing bad to happen if they go over there. And listen, this is people's jobs. I get it. Some people are probably in fear of like, if I say no, what's going to happen to me? What are they going to do? There's certain people at that point. Now, there's other people at a status where I'm like, I think CM Punk could have said no to doing this show. I think he could have said no. I wonder if they dangled the John Cena thing. We're going to get into that in a second, too. But
here's another thing. I want you to take two more things into consideration. I'm not going to insult you, Conrad, because I'm not saying that you didn't think about this because you're Mike Tenay of this thing, man. So you probably did think of it, but I'm going to throw it out there. A, there's a chance not only something bad could happen, there's a chance that something bad can happen on worldwide television. That's one. And number two, to your point about people not wanting to go, tonight is Monday Night Raw. If somebody does not want to go, maybe CM Punk's the one that gets beat up in a parking lot and can't make the trip. Maybe John Cena gets beat up in a parking lot and can't make the trip. Maybe Cody Rhodes gets beat up in a parking lot and can't make the trip. So there is a chance tonight that somebody who wants to pull out will be written off the show tonight because they are still in the States for Monday Night Raw tonight.
I think MJB put that in the chat earlier. I think he said card subject to change.
Right. Facts.
That's a fact. I'm going through. This is Wrestle Ops. They said, and this is from via Fightful Select, one higher up on the background has said the situation surrounding Night of Champions being held in Saudi Arabia next week was being monitored accordingly following the U.S. bombing in Iran yesterday. So this is the timeline of it. Night of Champions appears to be moving ahead as planned in Saudi Arabia from Wrestling News Co. Make sure you check them out.
They're going to do it. They're going to do it. I mean, the speculation, we might as well stop speculating. They're going to do it.
And this was from Sean Ross Sapp as of recently. I had this sent to me. As of this afternoon, Saudi government was expecting that Night of Champions is expecting WWE Night of Champions to proceed as planned, per Sean Ross Sapp of Fightful.com. Sean, to me, is one of the most reliable people in the game. You know, like there's people who have great batting averages and Fightful's up there. So I think it's going to end up happening.
I mean, it's going to happen unless something catastrophic happens before they get there. It's going to happen.
Yeah. Yeah, he is correct. He did do the first show after 9/11 too, right? I believe they were the first like event of sports to come back.
Facts.
After that, maybe they could just reschedule it and do this show over here.
Let me take that comment you just made to another level. Ant won't stop because I like where you're going. Don't they? I mean, how come they can't go to Full Sail and do it in front of? I mean, it's not going to be a big crowd, but they have an arena down in Orlando.
So I just listened to someone. I wish I could remember the person's name so I could credit the source, but I happened to just be, I was actually doing stuff out today and I happened to click on it for a second and I listened to it. And basically, Sean, it was said that if they don't do this show, they lose out on $50 million. That is the price tag. That is the price tag they're putting on this.
Yeah, but tax write-off.
They're thinking about 50 mil because that's what saved.
They could write off the 10 million. They could write off the 50 million.
Yeah,
they're not going to take a real loss if they pulled out. Yes, it would cost them 50 million in the now, but later on they can retrieve that in taxes. That's business. You're a businessman. You know this.
Yeah, but they're so desperate for the cash back on the deals that they've made. It's crazy. It's crazy. The whole thing.
There was never a time for if there was ever a time for the wrestlers and the company to get together and sit down and say we're not going, they all need to band together and not go. I'm sure there's internal rumblings within the wrestlers and the staff members about not wanting to go. They should get together and we're not going. Like, we're not going. We'll go anywhere in the world if you want to reschedule, but we're not going to this arena in this environment. We're not going.
I wish that more people would end up doing that. What's going to happen in January for the Rumble? Who knows? It might be business as usual by then. Ant says a lot of the wrestlers want to go get the OT money. They don't get extra bonuses anymore. No, it's not like the old days. When it first happened, you were getting paid extra because that wasn't figured into your contract. Now, it's over. They're probably just telling you, let's go. But it gets better. I heard somewhere the NFL was seeking to have a game held in Australia. I'm not sure where that came from. Perhaps your union. Yeah, they really should have. Yeah, and I'm not even playing about that. I just read that because some people are like, they're going to get paid extra. That's what it is. Let's run down this card because we're going to figure out the rest of the stuff that's happening with this. Sean, as you saw on, I believe it was SmackDown, they had Bliss and Asuka here for this Queen of the Ring tournament. Asuka's in the finals. She'll face the winner of Roxanne Perez and Jade Cargill. That'll be on Raw tonight. Who you liking for Queen of the Ring to go on to SummerSlam?
I think they're going to push Asuka to the finals. They're going to have her get a little bit of more momentum upon her return.
Do you think Asuka's winning Queen of the Ring?
I don't think she's winning Queen of the Ring. I think she's going to win tonight.
Asuka already won, so Asuka's there.
Asuka's in the final already? That's what I thought. All right, so it's the only thing that's up in the air is Jade Cargill and
Roxanne.
Right. Okay. So the answer is I apologize. I made a mistake. Jade is going to win the whole thing. So Jade wins tonight, and then Jade wins on Saturday.
Handshake through the screen. Fully agree. Jade wins the whole thing, in my opinion. I think Naomi is going to cash in relatively soon, and I think that's your matchup. Naomi and Jade.
Jade wins the title at SummerSlam, and then Naomi cashes in on that night.
Oh, you think she ruins that at that moment?
Mm-hmm.
I could see them even having the match too.
Yeah.
I see some people yelling Jade, Queen Asuka. We don't know. On the guy side of things, Sean, your boy Randy put it down already for me. He was like, nah, Conrad, not this year, bub. Sami Zayn is out. Randy Orton is in the finals again for the King of the Ring tournament. He will face the winner of Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso. Sorry to say this. I wonder who's going to win. But like you said, maybe plans change tonight. I don't know.
Jey Uso's going to win.
You think so?
Jey Uso's not going to win. I do think there's a chance Cody turns heel, which would make it all worthwhile. You know, I don't want to see Jey. I don't want to see Jey lose any matches. But if Jay's going to lose tonight, like we all think he will, let's have Cody Rhodes turn into a dark babyface tonight. Let's get this thing started, man. Because they did tease it with the way he looked in the ring on Friday. By the way, greatest Cody promo of all time this past Friday. Never have appreciated Cody more than I did on Friday. What a great promo out of the American Idiot.
He didn't say anything, though, Sean.
Exactly. He did a fantastic job.
Moving on to the next three matches out here. So this is basically your card, right? So those two matches, and then here's three more. You got Dominic Mysterio versus AJ Styles for the Intercontinental Championship. Should be a fine match. I'm definitely thinking Dom should carry on and continue.
Dom should win, but I'm going to tell you something. I got a sneaking feeling, and I'm going to go with that sneaking feeling. I think AJ Styles might be the next Intercontinental Champion.
You think they're giving him a run on the way out?
I do. I think this might be it. I don't think it's the right thing. I think Dom is on fire right now. And who knows, Dom might win it back in a couple of months. But I think on Saturday, I think I could see AJ Styles winning that belt.
I hear you. That's what I was thinking, Miracle. Bianca, I think Bianca ends up helping. Like, you're going to think Jade's going to beat Naomi, and then I think Bianca's going to turn. Could be. Because who's facing Io Sky at SummerSlam? If Rhea Ripley again, I've pretty much given up on Raw. It might be Noob. I can see it being Rhea. I also think Roxanne's going to take over for Liv Morgan, would be my guess.
They're going to run back the same storyline. It's going to be a situation where, just like when Rhea was out and Liv, stuck her toe in the water, I think Roxanne's going to do the same thing. Then Liv's going to come back, and Liv's going to be a babyface. That's how it's going to play out.
Ann agrees with you. Thanks, Dom. 2 over. Respect. We have Jacob Fatu and Solo Sikoa.
I think Solo Sikoa is your next United States champion.
Right here, though, you think they're going to do it the first time? I feel like there's going to be a rematch.
No, I do. I think there's going to be a pretty shocking pay-per-view. You don't want to hear my prediction for the main event is nuts. I've had this tingling feeling in my pores has been. I feel like Night of Champions might be low-key fire, bro. Like, outside of the political stuff that makes me want to throw up and I'm disgusted by the wrestling aspect, I think we're going to see a new United States champion. I think we're going to see a new Intercontinental champion. I think we're going to see a lot of things.
Man, I guess we'll have to find out next Monday. We'll see what happens with it.
Yep. Solo's going to be the win. Solo's going to win. Only person that's not going to win a title on Saturday is this guy.
CM Punk has his infamous, I don't know if infamous is the right word here, has his historic matchup, his probably his top feuded person, his top rival. John Cena and him are going to battle for the WWE Championship once again, like it's 2013, 2011, 2012, all over again. The history between these guys goes far, far back. As a humongous CM Punk fan, bro, I'm very disappointed still that this was even an option for him to go over here. I don't know the background behind it. I don't know everything behind it. I hope he's one of the top people back there yelling like, this is wrong. Let's not do this. But here we are, Sean. Here we are. I'll say it, though. I think that these two are each other's greatest rivals. I know a lot of people want to say, like, oh, it's Randy Orton and John Cena. It's Edge and Cena. This is my favorite, personally, for those two. They work the best together, and it comes off the best to me.
It cooks. There's no question about that. It cooks.
We've heard your prediction. I think Cena's going to win, too. What did you think of the pipe bomb promo?
I thought it was phenomenal. And I don't like John Cena like that, but John Cena did his Thug Thizzle on Friday, bro. I can't even, bro, you know me, bro. I never give John Cena credit about nothing. He is a culture vulture. He is a fugazi, in my opinion. But on Friday night, John Cena did his thing, bro. Like, I mean, that's just no cap, bro. Like, that's just the way it is. Like, John Cena put on Friday, bro. I'm sorry. It pains me to admit that.
Chill.
It pains me to admit that. John Cena cooked on that promo on Friday. Like, no cap.
That was a fire promo by Cena. He got Punk. I think John Cena did a good job in it. So let me say this, because I feel like people, I was looking at you like, this is where we're going to disagree, but I don't want it to come off as I disagree with you. I think people are glazing this too hard, the promo? I think some people are all right, guys, reel it back in. Like, he copied the same promo and added his twist to it, which was good.
Well, that's the point, Conrad. That's what I'm trying to saying nobody's saying that was an original. That was Pipe Bomb 2.0.
I know, but what I'm saying is I think people are reaching for things in it, like, oh, he mentioned Claudio. Is that Colt Cabana? Was the Nick Nemeth supposed to be Nick from the Young Bucks? And who was the other one? Matt Cardona? Was that Matt from the Young Bucks? And I was like, guys, what is with the reach, bro? What is this? Like, I don't know. Did you feel it was a reach?
I did not.
So you think he did that on purpose?
I do.
I think John Cena put on. The only thing I don't like about it is something that M. Leezy Fashizi mentioned, which I agree with. They sacrificed truth for this moment.
I hated that. Hated that. You brought him back. You did all that for what?
And that's the only problem. That's the only problem. Other than
seems like you wanted him, and they're like, "Oh, go over here to this mid-card feud. Now you're in that, and he's going to be involved in the wrong name, Aleister Black feud, and it looks like they're going to feud with each other now."
Yeah, stupid.
Just random, bro. I don't know.
That's the words, by the way. Those are the words verbatim.
Let me see here. CM Punk is Mr. TKO. He took the money from another kind, but that one is more ruthless. Ugh. As of right now, no CM Punk response scheduled for tonight. He doesn't need to.
Nope.
You know what's happening here. Cena did a great job selling Slim Jims. Yo, and the other thing I hated, and this is the only one gripe I had with the Punk promo. Hold on, I got to pull this back up so people remember. How long are y'all going to lay there for?
He was sitting there for like 8 minutes.
I think Punk was trying to make a joke too with his leg right there. Like he crossed his leg, like, yep, I'm gonna be here for a minute. Like I said, solid work. I think some of it was a reach for Cena and all that stuff. Oh, and by the way, I don't know if you caught this when you watched it live. The little can I say the bad word that he didn't say? Where he said like mother fudging or whatever, and I was like, Bro, I know they're supposed to bleep it so that we thought he said it, but then it was like, oh.
See, the problem with saying mother fudging, guys, in case the problem with saying mother fudging is that it's better if you didn't say it. It would have been more gangster if you did. Like saying mother fudging is corny. So that was the corny moment but other than that, he cooked.
It was the censor's fault, not Cena's fault. Like they were.
Yeah, I get it. See, he wanted to. I get it because his lips almost said like effing, but it came out.
It was like Rock. You ever see Rock and Booker T's promo? I remember as a kid, I thought Rock swore, and they had to bleep it out on air with the whole silver spoon, mother. And then Stephanie's yelled when she missed the cue, and I was like,
Booker T, the punk ass sucker, and Shane McMahon, the silver spoon. Good job, Connor.
And then Rock had to get up in there and try to do that, but it just didn't work.
Like, there we have the gore and
Triple H should reschedule the event and have it here, LA Sports Arena. I'm not sure where here is. I'd be happy to see the last of John Cena. We don't need him. There's a lot of people not feeling Cena. Is Ron traveling? Does he screw Cena? I don't think so. I think they moved on from the Ron Killings thing, which I think is kind of disrespectful a little bit. You brought him back. He should Punk. Yo, can I say this? I want to, as a Punk fan, CM Punk does not need to do this match. He does not need to be in Saudi Arabia. This makes no sense to me, Sean. Like, why do this?
It doesn't make any sense. And this pay-per-view, the Saudi pay-per-views are known for being filler matches. Yeah.
SummerSlam. That is a big-time matchup. It's the rematch. It's the match you should have got at WrestleMania 29 in New Jersey, MetLife, the home of the New Jersey Jets and the New Jersey Giants. Why? Why can't we do that?
Why? Because you're Stephanie McMahon. Why?
Someone stop this man.
He's not a $1 billion princess. Guys, tell me what what year that's from. That's from that I just did. Why? Because you're Stephanie McMahon. Because you always have to have things your way.
Let me see here. I hail from the state of Texas. Nice. Yes. You know your schedule. Someone said go to Vegas. Yeah, they probably could.
100.
Matt Cardona should capitalize on merch after this. Absolutely, he should. I can't believe Matt Cardona's not into a bigger company yet. Moving on to other WWE things real quick. Seth Rollins' group, Sean. I wanted to get your thoughts on this.
Mm-hmm.
They are looking for new members, possibly. Ethan Page and Ricky Saints have both been pitched internally. I said eternally, almost internally. According to bodyslam.net, shout out to Public Enemies, who I got the screenshot from.
I love Ricky Saints, but I would have to say that Ethan Page would be the better fit.
Why so?
Because I don't want Ricky Saints to be anything but a babyface. I think he's on fire right now. I think you bring him up as a babyface. I think Ethan Page, all ego, makes a lot of sense for that particular group. He fits right in.
So you're saying Ethan Page is the guy for them?
I say Ethan Page is the guy because of my respect for Ricky Saints. I think Ricky Saints should be brought up and kill it as a babyface.
I thought you were saying like, if this is the eater of pins, Ethan Page is the guy, in my opinion. If that's what you're calling someone up to do, go with Page. But if you're going to make someone a star, then you're going to go with Ricky Saints. But I don't know.
I mean, I'm going Ethan Page, like I said, out of respect for Ricky Saints, because I think Ricky Saints should be brought up to the main roster as a babyface. Why? Because you're Stephanie McMahon.
We got some.
That was 2000. That was 2002, guys. Breaking news.
Sounds like a total ceasefire was announced and set to begin in approximately 6 hours, 5 minutes ago. Bro.
Oh wow.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on here. Bro, imagine Ricky Saints starting with big dudes, then Braun and Bronson just come out and wreck them. Saints being a punk heel like X-Pac, it would be perfect. I think he could hold his own. I mean, it would take some work off of Heyman. That he's got to talk for everybody and do the stuff.
Yeah, because like on a side note, it's the same thing we're talking about, but I want to just deviate a little bit. Braun Breaker is not him, yo. Braun Breaker is not him.
He's getting the spot, Sean. I'm telling you, he's getting the spot. I don't care how you feel. I don't care what you do. We've been on this since the day this man was in NXT. Braun Breaker, if Cody Rhodes never showed up, my pick was Braun Breaker's going to be the dude to beat him then.
Yo, Braun Breaker is not him, bro. I like Bronson Reed more than I like Braun Breaker.
Who's the guy then? Who's the next guy?
I'll tell you who it's not. It's not Braun Breaker.
Tell me who it is.
All right, who's the next guy? You want me to seriously give this some consideration? All right. And when you say the next guy, you mean the next face of the WWE?
Yes.
And the fact that you think it's Braun Breaker makes me sick, bro. But you know who I would give the mantle to? I would give the mantle.
Matt, that's not a bad choice. I think I think there's three people, and he should definitely be in that mix.
I'm gonna say,
and Rob's person's the other person.
I'm gonna say Jacob Fatu, or I'm gonna say Trick Williams.
See, I've lost faith in Trick a little.
Braun Breaker is trash, bro. Braun Breaker can't even. I'm tired of hearing him bark like a freaking moron. You're a grown man. You're not your uncle. You're not your dad. Shut up or learn how to talk, bro. Like that's the reason why. You know who he is? He's a less charismatic Batista.
Isn't that more on the Booker though? Because he can talk. He has talked.
He cannot talk. He cannot talk. He's never had a good promo in his entire career.
No. You're mistaking for he can talk. Not that he can talk. I mean, he can speak.
Oh, you mean he's eloquent enough to carry a sentence? Okay.
Yeah. Fatu's the other guy though. I think Fatu, Oba Femi, and Braun Breaker. It's one of those three that they're going to see the light in. One of them may not make it.
Say those three names again.
Jacob Fatu, Braun Breaker, Oba Femi.
I'm okay with two out of those three.
Listen,
I'm okay with 2 out of those 3. Braun Breaker is highly limited on the microphone. Braun Breaker is highly limited as it relates to charisma. He is not charismatic. Watch him work. Braun Breaker and thank you, Deanna. Wow, thank you. Braun Breaker and Goldberg, same thing.
Oh, Matt says he thinks Fatu, Oba, Ricky, and Javon Evans.
Yo, see M. Leezy, all these people that are naming names, like M. Leezy, Deanna just made the compare. There's so many people that are talking right now. A lot of them are saying Oba, Fatu. Braun Breaker is not him, bro. I don't know what you see in this dude. Oh, because he runs 1,000,000 miles an hour? Okay, that's great. He's a good heavy. That's who he is. He's a good heavy. Braun Breaker is not him. Braun Breaker main eventing WrestleMania would be a huge mistake.
I'm telling you guys, though, it's going to happen. If Braun Breaker is healthy, he will main event WrestleMania one day.
Braun Breaker is corny to me. Braun Breaker can't talk.
What's good, delayed Greg? I'm just letting you know, man. It's good.
You can tell. I appreciate where you're coming from, and you're probably right because having Braun Breaker not in the main event, that's a good idea. So you know what that means.
Sean, we've been talking about what's next, but what about who's next?
Oh, Jesus.
Saturday night's main event. Give me the music in the background.
No.
Give me the music.
No.
Yo, how you gonna Tyson tackle me when Christian said drop the beat?
No,
what are you doing?
I've never turned you down as far as music before. I will refuse to mime that what's the
Where's
word?
My pocket? I wish I had a pocket.
No.
This is going in my pocketbook right now. I got one for Sean. We have an electric match, Sean. One for the longest time. All right, we're taking bets. What's the over-under on how long this match lasts? Gunther Goldberg.
I'm gonna go. It's gonna go no, because he's not gonna squash Gunther.
Wait, are we counting entrances?
No, from the time the bell rings. I'm gonna say 5 minutes. Over/under is the 5-minute mark. And by the way, I would take under for that number.
Okay, I'll go slightly over. I'll give them like 30 seconds more. So there we go. And it has been confirmed it is his retirement match, James. I saw you put that.
Thank you, James. Well, you know what? I hope he goes away and never.
Chili. Booker of the Year, he said.
No, he's right. He really is. Triple H is the Booker of the Year, and obviously we're saying that in a mocking way. He this is terrible. This is
BJ's
terrible.
going 6 minutes.
Yo, Jey Uso came out at FanFest and the crowd went insane. Women and babies were crying. The men were yeeting and you give this match you give the title back to Gunther. Not that Gunther doesn't deserve it, but you give it to Gunther because you want this match to be a title match. That's madness. That's madness.
Hold on now. I can't front to you though. They did catch my boy though.
Oh, he got paused because he deserved to get paused. Like you can't be talking like that, bro.
Hey, listen, man. Jay, you just tell him play. I got you, bro.
I mean, he was like, "Yeah, Gunther's coming from behind me." That was a pause moment. That's for sure. I mean, and he as soon as he said it, he knew it. He was like, "Oh, I messed up."
It's all good, man.
Yeah.
You gotta know when you're in New York. You gotta know when you're
you gotta be careful. You can't be talking reckless. But Jay didn't understand. But oh God.
It's all good. It's all good, Jay. You're good, Jay. We're getting 5 Gunther chops, 3 spears, 2 jackhammers, and Goldberg goes out on top. Goldberg, if I see Bill Goldberg win this match, bro, is there any chance of a cash in? Like Goldberg wins and then they have a cash in? They can't, right?
They could. They could, and they will.
I don't think so. I hope not. I don't think so. I hope not, bro. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'll come out here and be the first one like Sean. You got
Goldberg. Will Goldberg be the world champion past that day? Probably not. But Goldberg is your next world heavyweight champion. That's how little I respect Triple H's booking ability. Triple H is penciled that man in as the next world heavyweight. Chat, let me know if I'm bugging. Triple H, with his track record, I'm predicting that he is penciled in Goldberg as the next world heavyweight champion. This is what we're going to do. No, and you're going to think I'm joking because I'm going to do the Triple H voice, but I'm being dead serious. So, Bill, this is what we're going to do. Now, we certainly can't have you leave the building with the championship, but for all that you've done for the business, for the fact that you ended Bret Hart's career, for the fact that you went right straight to the top in WCW and didn't deserve it, for the fact that you were world heavyweight champion in WWE and nobody even knew who you were, we want to say this, man. We appreciate you. So this is what we're going to do. You're going to beat Gunther in 3 minutes and 14 seconds. But unfortunately, we can't let you leave the building with the title. So we're going to have Seth Rollins cash in. So I hope you're okay with the fact you're going to win the world title one more time in Atlanta, just like you did 35 years ago. Thank you for your service.
My man's was mathing, bro. Thank you. You sounded a little too much like him for the record.
Yeah, it wasn't 35, but I'm gonna do the math right now because honestly, I'm telling you, yes, I really believe that, bro. I really believe that he's gonna Goldberg's
27.
Huh?
Wouldn't it be 27? 98, right?
Yeah, so 27. Thank you. So yeah, so 27 years ago. I'm telling you right now, Goldberg's winning that belt.
Man, dude, I can remember it like it was yesterday still.
Yep. We're getting old, bro.
But you know what the alternative of getting old is?
Not having
exactly. So I said the alternative of getting old. People say I don't want to get old, but you know what the alternative is?
Youth.
No, man.
I know what it is, I can't say.
Okay, cool. So getting old is a good thing. But anyway, my point is this: Goldberg is going to win that match.
Someone said the perfect ending. Bret Hart comes out with Gunther and screws Goldberg.
James, I agree, but unfortunately, Bret Hart can't move fast enough to do that. And I mean that with respect and love for Bret Hart. I'm telling you, chat, Conrad, look at me. Look at me. Goldberg is your next world heavyweight champion. Triple H is that dumb. And I dare anyone in this chat, I dare you, Conrad, I dare anyone who sees this video to tell me that they have the utmost confidence that Triple H will not book Goldberg to be the next world heavyweight champion. I dare anybody to tell me that.
BJ said Goldberg wins, gets speared by the new face of WWE, Tsunami, and stomp. Seth walks out as champ.
No, answer my question, Conrad. Do you have the confidence enough in Triple H as a booker to tell me with amazing confidence that Triple H will not book that man to be the next world heavyweight champion?
I'm gonna go out on a limb here. No, I can't. I can't do it. I don't have enough.
You can't do it because Triple H, his track record is not respectable. He's not a good booker. You can't tell me. You can't look me in my face and say, Sean, there's no way Triple H is going to book Bill Goldberg to lose this match. You can't tell me, yo, Sean, you're bugging. Triple H would never book Goldberg to win this match.
Rollins cashes in and pins Goldberg to win the title, changing Gunther babyface. Bold prediction. So he says he interferes in the match. So Goldberg doesn't get the win, but he pins Goldberg to be the champ.
Okay, well, that sounds like a good idea, but you know what that means.
People are saying it makes sense a little bit for McKinney there. McKinney said, look at it, Sean. Look at my comment.
Y'all better wake up and smell the coffee, man. Y'all got far too much confidence in Triple H as a booker. Way too much confidence.
And said he got $20.
All right. Save your money.
Wrestlers go out on their back. They should, E. They should.
He is going to go out on his back when Seth Rollins cashes in and takes the title from him.
I think certain people you don't have to do it for. Like, I think, to me, I would have did it with Taker. Taker is going out with a win. Sting going out with a win. Nah, not here, though. Nah, that's a big nah for me. Like, I'm good.
He's not going out with a win. Did you hear me say he's going out with a win?
No, but I'm just saying.
Did you hear me? Did Conrad Cushman hear Sean Hubbard say that Goldberg's going to win his last match?
No, you said that. No. But I'm just saying.
Did you hear me say that? I'm asking you. I'm asking you a question. I'm asking you a question. Did you hear me say that?
No, sir.
You know why? Because he's not going to win his last match. He's going to win his second to his last match.
It was laughing at your comment. Save your money.
Yeah, I'm serious.
Triple H putting a WCW guy over. Can't see it.
Okay, I hear you, James. Y'all watch. I'm gonna be in Miami, Florida, by the pool, watching this show on my phone or on my tablet, and I can't wait. I'm going live in Miami if Goldberg wins this. And I want all of y'all to say, Sean, I am sorry.
Man, I'm gonna have
how many things, Conrad? Seriously now? How many things do I have to predict on this show before people start believing what I have to say?
You know that's never gonna end. That's why we have a show.
I'm the same guy that said Jey Uso was going to win the Royal Rumble.
By the way, we're at the halfway point for our predictions. I can't wait to see in 6 months. I just have to remind people when we do our New Year's show, in 6 months from now, we're going to be looking at let's see what actually happened here.
I'm just saying, how many more things do I have to get right before people start taking what I'm saying? I'm serious. Goldberg is going to win this match.
MJB said the Sting treatment versus the Goldberg treatment.
No, let me. I appreciate MJB. I hear you. To James's comment, Sean is not expecting. You're not paying attention, James. You are not paying attention. So
he put LOL. James is a troll.
No, he's joking. But let me reiterate. And McKinney saying exactly. No, they're not paying. You guys are not paying attention. Hello, McFly, you're not paying attention. Goldberg is going to lose his last match. He is going to be humiliated in his home city. But before he gets humiliated in his home city, he is going to win the World Heavyweight Championship. I'm telling you, Triple H is going to book this guy to win this match. All of a sudden, everybody has. I don't know where I'm doing the Macho Man stuff now. I'm looking to the heavens now. All of a sudden, everybody has all this faith that Triple H is going to book this thing the right way. And where are we getting our information from?
I wouldn't say faith, Sean, because we've been going back and forth about this for the last couple of weeks. I wouldn't say it's faith. It's more so, bro. It is right here. Like you can see what we see in front of you. Do not do this. Don't do it. It's
Conrad. I'm telling you. Triple H.
That's even worse, man.
Even M. Leezy is joking around because he I don't take M. Leezy stuff personal because M. Leezy, I know M. Leezy's on my side. Emily's okay, McKinney. Okay, McKinney. Oh yeah. I love it. This is gonna be so sweet when that 87-year-old man becomes the world heavyweight. It's gonna be amazing. There's not a time in my life where I have ever been happy that Goldberg is gonna win a match. But on Saturday, oh my, Conrad, for you and everybody in this chat. Oh my God. Y'all better wake up. The end of this feeling me. Y'all better wake up, man. Because I'm telling you something right now. Stop with the cattle prod. Stop. Okay, keep joking around. Okay, easy. I hear you. Thank you, Deanna, for taking. Y'all got a lot of faith in Triple H. This is the same guy that we've all agreed has been one of the worst bookers, and you guys are so confident because I see it resonating off the screen. I see it through James. I see it through McKinney. I see it through Easy E. Even Conrad Cushman looking at me like I have three heads. Oh, Sean, you're bugging. There's no way Goldberg at 106 is going to win the World Heavyweight title. No way. Absolutely. Why in the world would that happen? Triple H is the booker. And one more thing, and I'm going to stop talking about it. Goldberg is not coming back unless Goldberg is beneficial in the situation. Think about that too. Goldberg beat Bray Wyatt. Give me.
Sean is leaving.
Bray, God, Wyatt for the World Heavyweight Championship. And you guys have confidence that it's not going to happen for Goldberg again? Why? Tell me why.
That shouldn't have been done either. Different person booked that, for the record, to be fair. Different person did that. He said he announced the season 2K25 after.
Okay.
Goldberg winning.
If my Bray Wyatt commentary, God rest his soul, doesn't make you understand.
It's hot shot booking though, like Delayed Gretch just said though, Sean. Like, why would you do that? Like, it doesn't make any sense. But
did I say it makes sense? Did I say this is solid booking? Is that what I said?
So wait, if Triple H doesn't do it, are you gonna come out here and apologize to him?
Of course, there's nothing to there's nothing to apologize for, because everything I'm saying is based on what Triple H has already done. If Triple H doesn't manage to trip over his own feet, does he deserve an apology? Let me ask you that, Conrad. If Triple H manages not to trip over his own feet, does that deserve an apology?
No, but you're asking for one from the people for the exact opposite thing.
Okay. If I'm wrong, I have no problem coming on here and saying that I'm wrong. Y'all watch.
I personally think it'd be very foolish if they did that. That's all I'm saying. Like, it would be very foolish, I think, if you rock with Goldberg. What was the point of being Jey Uso? What was the point?
I hear you, bro. Like, y'all think I'm bugging out.
I will have some serious questions if he did that about previous.
Yeah. Obviously, I'm having fun with you guys and enjoying doing the show, but I mean, at the end of, y'all know I'm having fun. Y'all know I like to put extra sauce on stuff, but I'm serious. I don't know why y'all have so much faith in Triple H as a booker. Like, where's this faith coming from?
To me, Sean, I'm at the point of where, all right, so you remember how we would go into like old WWE shows and I'm like, bro, Nakamura, Jinder Mahal, there's no way you can screw this up. I was still like that at that point. I was like, there's no way you can screw this up. And what happened to me?
I said what I said, Conrad.
I wish I had the meme of putting the clown paint on. That's how I felt after I felt. I was like,
all I'm gonna say is this, and we can move on. Goldberg beat Bray Wyatt for the world title.
What's good, Cactus?
That's all. I mean, if y'all are not going to take what I'm saying seriously, just remember Goldberg beat Bray Wyatt.
Who did he get the SmackDown one from?
Kevin
Owens, right? He beat him too, right?
I'm sorry. Say that again, my brother.
Didn't he beat Kevin Owens too for a world title?
Yes, he did. Yes, he did, and he beat him in about 1 minute.
I'm good, Sir Cactus. Thank you.
Thank you, Cactus. How you doing, my brother? Y'all better wake up, man. Y'all think I'm just bugging out. Listen, y'all know I have fun with y'all, Conrad. You know me. I'm just having a lot of fun here. But this faith in Triple H's booking, I don't know. Y'all are bugging out right now.
Oh, there's no way. This is what pisses me off, bro. This is what pisses me off, my brother.
You know what I'm about to be watching on this Saturday.
Yeah, my brother from another mother, Conrad. This is what pisses me off. There's no way that Goldberg is going to win this match. What? What about Triple H's booking makes you say that? I see McKinney and I see Easy-E and James and it's like there's no way that Goldberg's gonna win this match. What?
No, I think. Listen, E is definitely not the one to be fighting for Triple H. Trust me.
And I know in some ways Triple H is on. I think with Easy-E, I think Easy-E is saying, "Yo, I feel you, Sean, on Triple H, but he's not going to go this far." And I'm saying, why not? And I'll ask you the same question, Conrad. Why not? Think about all the things Hunter Hearst Helmsley has done since he's had that pen in his hand. And you're telling me that you are completely convinced that Goldberg's not going to win this match?
I'm not convinced enough to say it like when you asked me, so I'll leave it at that. I'm not that convinced.
I appreciate it. I just had to walk away and scream to the heavens about reminding you guys about, God rest his soul, Bray Wyatt.
Once again, though, that wasn't Hunter. I have to specify
it wasn't. That's true. That's true.
I was hoping he'd be in the room fighting like this is not a good idea.
So we'll see.
Let's get on to
because I did crash out a little bit, but y'all made me mad, man. Y'all made me mad.
It's okay. It's ratings.
Yeah.
moving forward, that'll be the same day as All In. They're not counter programming; they're just booking strategy.
Oh my god! Yeah.
We had Grand Slam Mexico. Sean, I just want to get your quick thoughts on the overall show. Did you enjoy it this Wednesday? It was different from Arena Mexico.
This was riveting, Brother Conrad. Absolutely riveting. AEW put on an amazing show.
That Mystico. Yo, I don't know if you guys heard me. I'm doing it for a Clash too. What did I tell you about Mystico? I told you, Mystico is like, there are top guys in this business. Mystico is up there. I don't know if y'all heard the song. They were singing. I saw people crying. I think I saw babies up in the air getting thrown. They were like, Mystico's coming. He came out and they sang his song, and MJF was the perfect heel. And I thought that did really good numbers for them. It delivered one of the best viewerships of 2025. They were on their ish. Look, that's a full arena, dog. They added seats at the last minute. They were like, yeah, we got some tickets. Come on.
AEW is a quality product, bro. I've never said anything contrary to that. I wish the rest of the world would jump on board.
I just wish people would show up for the Dynamite shows and stuff like Collision. Someone showed it. They couldn't sell it out for fully. I don't understand why. Y'all missing out, man. But listen, I thought it was a fantastic show. They did their thing, and I did see a funny picture. I got to credit whoever the artist is for this. I hope that they have a watermark on this. But I saw this. It might be time to make that move. You brought it up. Grand Slam France.
Now that makes sense.
I don't care about none of this.
And let me tell you something, bro. You know how much it makes sense? They didn't say Paris. That's even smarter. You know why? Because when you say Grand Slam France, the French Open is in France, but they didn't make it relative to a specific city. So thank you, AEW. Conrad, you got to admit. Now, this is the best one they've done so far. This makes sense.
Well, this isn't happening for the record. Someone made it.
Okay. Someone made it. Okay.
But there are AEW French accounts that will like translate stuff for people. So they like AEW out there. Might be something to consider.
Yeah, I mean, just don't come out with Grand Slam Omaha. Grand Slam Cedar Rapids. I mean,
I don't think they'll go that far. At least for
welcome
now.
to Grand Slam Des Moines.
I think when I look at it, I think the original plan for the name was what you said. I think it was only going to be that big New York City show because we can't run.
I just enjoyed. Grand Slam Peoria.
Peoria.
Grand. I love it. Yo, our chat. You guys are on fire. I love you guys. Look at Ebenezy. Look at the Lady Grats. Grand Slam. Yo, Sir Quill. I love it.
Clown, I'm going to address that in 1 second. Grand Slam, Alabama.
Look what I got started, Conrad. Look what I got started.
Bob Sparky Plug here as our guest of honor tonight.
Oh, my God. Yo, look what I got started.
You.
Yo, this is great. Grand Slam Gary. That's fantastic. That is fantastic.
Hubs doesn't like franchising.
I do like franchising when it makes sense.
Listen, and I think Tony just threw his hands up and said, we ain't selling this show out no more, and I own this name. We're going places with it. I'm done.
I see you. Grand Slam Mobile. I like that. Grand Slam Macon.
Yo, you guys are wild.
Yo, our chat, Conrad, is fantastic. Look at Sir Quill's Grand Slam. Welcome to Grand Slam Tucson. Yeah.
How do you like me now? MJF, I'm tired of you running your mouth.
Grand Slam Tupelo. That is fantastic.
Let me show some love to Clown real quick, too.
Yeah.
By the way, for those who saw the Happy Gilmore edit when it was shown on Raw, because it's a Netflix movie, they edited MJF out of the trailer. And they showed it on Raw. Ain't that about a... I mean, it's your show. If they granted you the request, I mean, I can't really say too much about it. But come on, fam.
Welcome to Grand Slam San Bernardino.
You know what? 1000% pettiness. Yeah.
Yo, Quill, Grand Slam Bourbon. Yo, our chat is fire, bro. Our chat is fire.
What was the doctor they used to always send people to in Birmingham? Dr. James. What, is it James Andrews? Was that his name?
Dr. Andrews, yeah.
I'm going in. I don't trust anyone else. with this procedure, but the doc here in Birmingham. I just remember always hearing that. I'm like, yo, this dude is getting paid probably.
Yo, wait till WWE takes this idea and goes with WWE doubleheader.
Chill, bro. Don't stop.
You know WWE. Am I saying something?
Does that not sound like a Coliseum video?
Come on, bro. Come on. I'm not saying it doesn't, but
Mean Gene Okerlund here with Miss Elizabeth for
WWE doubleheader.
Here in Grand Rapids. Now, Miss Elizabeth, your man, the Macho King, is going to be taking on King Haku for the crown tonight.
With the special referee, King Harley Race.
Oh, my goodness.
Grand Slam North Dakota, Grand Slam Louisville, Grand Slam Guantanamo Bay. That is fantastic.
Yo, y'all got to chill with
this. Conrad, do we not have the best chat, bro? These guys are outstanding.
We do. We're gonna have to bring it back for Evolution when that show is time. Keeping it moving here. Keeping it moving. Sir. Yo, our boy Kota Ibushi is back. Shout out to PW Unlimited for this graphic. Kota Ibushi returned on Collision, which, I had a conversation with someone, Sean. When people are like, yeah, big stuff don't happen on Collision, I'm like, not as often, but they do give you reminders here and they're like, you better be watching Collision because someone may return. Kota Ibushi came back and he looked like old Kota Ibushi. He didn't look hurt. He didn't look fragile like he was before. Right. Kota looked like, I'm about to give you these hands.
Yeah.
So I was happy for it.
Looking like a house, man. Looking like a house.
Yeah. Look, people are saying Ibushi looked. Hey, was that a shot at Grand Rapids? No.
We love Grand Rapids. McKinney.
Yeah, take it easy.
WWE doubleheader for Life from Hartford.
Yes, Tony's been killing on Collision.
Grand Slam St. Paul. It's fantastic.
Kota is back. I think I can see him getting involved in this Kenny, former tag partner in the Golden Lovers from DDT, and they brought that over to New Japan. I could also see him. He has a history with Okada.
Yes, sir. He does. Great analogy by you, Conrad. I think you're the Mike. I called you that earlier. You're the Mike Tenay, and I'm kind of like the Bobby Heenan.
Psychosis has recently changed his diet before this matchup here. His arm drags are deeper than normal. Ricky the Dragon Steamboat would be proud of this gentleman.
There you go, Conrad. I love it. I love
Mike today. He was always great.
He was good.
They better book Dynamite 300, Golden Lovers versus Okada and Konosuke. I can see it happening, bro. I can see it happening.
Yes, sir.
Ibushi look like $1 million. Chris, on point, sir.
The Fresh Prince of LeClaire.
Sorry, I can do this all day. I'll let you take this one, Sean.
Fightful reports an injury update regarding Elijah. He sustained a torn tricep on this week's NXT. He's already underwent successful surgery. We wish him a speedy recovery. Fightful select. Listen, a torn tricep will keep you out many, many months. So that's very unfortunate.
Yeah, and he seems to be one of the top acts on TNA.
Yeah.
And rumor time.
Well, TNA. that would be a good look if that happens.
Yeah, I wonder who would have set that up if it happens.
Considering the fact that they have a history. Yo, it's disgusting, bro.
Yo, sitting in the chair like that, bro, is all I can say. Like, what are we doing, bro? Just let them.
I mean, it's good for TNA, but TNA sold their soul to get it, so.
I mean, not even that. Not even just selling your soul, but they're about to take Mike Santana from you too? What are you doing? Eventually this game is going to run bad for you. We'll see what happens, man. Like, I want to cheer for TNA, but at the same time, I'm just like, yo, you get what happens. Shout out to whoever showed love to Tony Storm too. Tony Storm's been killing it.
I agree, bro. I agree.
Even in the Carmen Sandiego attire. What if Kota's actually aligned with Don and cost Kenny the match? It could happen.
Could happen.
Ibushi's original shoulder injury that put him out in the G1 final with Okada. Yep. Why the homie Josh Alexander ain't a big factor in AEW? I forgot he was there.
McKinney, that is a fantastic question because the walking weapon is fantastic. So I don't know what's going on.
I think he's doing a good job, but I think you can't keep 7 people on win streaks all the time either. And I also think this is going from big fish in a little pond to fish in a regular pond. You know what I mean? Like you got to come up and come through the ranks here a little.
I think what you're saying is right on the money, and I think what Eazy-E said was right on the money. Also, TNA deserves whatever they get.
Get worried when you don't see him on TV. That's when you worry. The Don Callis family is too OP. It's not necessary, and it'd be a heartbreaking storyline. Wait till the C2. He's going to explode. Want to cheer for TNA, but TNA is WWE Junior, which prevents people from doing so. Thank you, Kyra. Josh Allen has great talent, but what's his character? Get back to me with that. Yeah. I think he's got to do some soul searching here and figure out a little how to tweak things and what does he want to do.
100.
Let's see here. Somebody said, "Where's Omas?" I can't help you there. And that's it for what I have up here, man. I found this and I wanted to send some love to some people because some people sent it to me and I was telling people, so I figured I'd tell everybody who listens to our show. Appreciate that friend who you can talk wrestling with.
That's a fact, man. That's a fact. Yo, I mean, wrestling has cultivated a friendship between you and I, Conrad. So there's a blessing in that.
Very beautiful thing. Last but not least, Sean, what do they got for Raw?
That's actually a good card if you look at it. That's actually a good card. I'm not mad at the card. I mean, I'm
Run
mad
it
at
down for me.
All right, so we got Jey Uso and Cody Rhodes in the semifinals of the King of the Ring. Fairly predictable outcome. I'm kind of holding out hope that Cody might do something strange for a piece of change tonight as far as turning heel, but I doubt it. Pause. Jade Cargill versus Roxanne Perez.
Play.
Fairly predictable as well. Jade Cargill should come out on top. Braun Breaker versus Penta. I mean, Penta should come out on top, but Braun Breaker probably will to enhance the storyline with his team. Seth Rollins is going to talk, Money in the Bank stuff. Goldberg's going to talk his match at Saturday night's main event, which could possibly be interrupted or joined by Gunther. And then we have the Intercontinental Championship of the women's division, Becky Lynch and Bayley. Becky should retain, but not a bad card on paper. It's just a matter about how they put it together.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes you book yourself into a corner and you need the right outcomes for it.
Yes, sir. Very well said.
But Sean,
Hubbonomics is going to be coming up on Friday. Make sure you check out Conrad and my guy Derek as they bring forth the Wednesday night Dynamite reviews immediately following Dynamite's broadcast. Again, Hubbonomics on Friday. I'm going to be doing a little comparison and breakdown. But it's going to be actually not coming on Friday because I'm going to be on a plane on Friday. So Thursday afternoon, I'm going to be doing Hubbonomics as I discuss the Pipe Bomb and Pipe Bomb 2.0. I'm going to do some comparison on that and really break that thing down to its core. So you'll see that on Thursday. And a quick programming note, I will not be with you guys next Monday. I'll be with you guys in the chat, but I will not be with you guys next Monday as I will be traveling. I usually would do a show on the road. I have done Christmas shows on the road in Miami, Florida. I've done Christmas shows or Thanksgiving shows in Charleston, South Carolina. But in this particular case, I will literally be on the plane coming back home. So I will not be able to do the show this coming Monday. Conrad will be bringing you guys either a solo performance or bringing in a special guest. And I will see you in 2 weeks here on Clash of the Podcast. But make sure you tune in to check out Conrad and whoever his guest host will be next Monday.
Also, we have some interesting topics that'll be filling in. Me and Sean were discussing this week. I think they're all greenlit for the most part, and we just got to figure out what order we want to tackle them in. One's going to be definitely difficult. I'm not ready for that rank one. That's going to be tough.
Yeah, we're going to do some crossovers between Hubbard Wrestling Weekly website and the podcast here on Clash of the Podcast with Conrad and EPW. But we have some really good stuff on.
Absolutely.
And we may be doing a Bud Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez preview this September. So, oh my, the biggest fight in boxing will be previewed by us, possibly by us, definitely by me.
Sean, give him the famous phrase that we always leave him with, and we will be out of here, my brother.
On behalf of my good friend Conrad Cushman, I'm going to miss you guys next Monday, but I'll see you guys in the chat. Make sure you support Conrad and whoever his guest host is going to be. I will see you guys in 2 weeks, but again, I'm saying it again. I'll see you in 2 weeks, but But be here next week for Conrad and a special guest, and then I'll get with you guys in 2 weeks from tonight. I will be in Miami. I will be on my way back to New York. So say a prayer for me for safe travels for me and my family. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. So again, on behalf of Conrad, my name is Sean. We are Clash of the Podcast. God bless. Be encouraged, and remember that evil never prevails.